Good YouTube's Dens here, and today I'm going to be talking about how Starfield is going to be absolutely massive in 2026, and I'll give some reasons as to why I believe that's going to be the fact. So just to go straight into it, the first thing that I think is going to make Starfield absolutely massive is, and it all kind of ties to this main thing, PS5 drop. The fact that Starfield is now opened up to the PS5 audience, I do mainly play on PlayStation 5, but I've been playing Starfield on my Xbox, and I have played a small bit on PC, but mainly on my Xbox. I probably won't be getting the PS5 drop on release date because I already have my character on Xbox. I've put hundreds of hours into the game, but yeah, PS5 drop I think is a massive reason. It just does open it up to a lot more player, a whole new player base comes in. A lot of the players who've been watching Starfield on Xbox and PC get to come in, and they get to play absolutely everything. They get a more polished game. They don't get to put up with a lot of the imperfections that we did in the early stages of Starfield. The DLCs all dropping, already being out, Terra Namada being out, Shattered Space already being out. I feel like PS5 players get to go into that, and that's the beginning of Starfield for them, whereas the people who played in day one didn't have those DLCs, didn't have that extra bit of content. And then when you look at some of the updates, such as the likes of Free Lanes, which is a massive quality of life update, there's been many updates since release, but I do believe the fact that they get to jump straight into these DLCs and to these updates such as the Free Lanes, I do think it's just a more polished game, and it does feel extremely new to them, seeing as they've never had it in the console. So Starfield to them is a new game, and they're getting this more polished version than we did. It is very exciting to see this. I am a PlayStation player myself. I do have some friends on PS5 who probably will be getting Starfield and jumping into it. It's just extremely exciting to hear what that side of the player base has to say about the game. Then when you dive into something like creations, Bethesda are more so starting to respect creations more and integrate them into the game in a better fashion. You even have a lot of achievement friendly into creations, whereas that was a massive worry, especially for myself. I would not download a lot of creations because it would disable achievement. Now the Bethesda are starting to integrate into the game, such as the Starborn outfit, such as the Watchtower creation, which does feel like a DLC and one of the best ones in the game. Anyone that's jumping into Starfield, I highly recommend paying the extra money to get Watchtower. Extremely big, and it's absolutely amazing, and it is achievement friendly also. But yeah, I do believe the likes of the creations that are already in the game also play a massive factor in the amount of content that they have, just how much bigger the game is compared to launch. Not saying the game wasn't good at launch, but it's just much better right now, and the PS5 players jumping in are going to get an absolutely amazing game to play. They have a massive platform to build whatever they want, go wherever they want. The shipbuilding has always been something that's one of the best in any game about Starfield. Along with the updates, the creations, Free Lanes, the fact that we get to just float around in any system, go from planet to planet seamlessly with no loading screens. I think these are all great quality of life updates that it does help with the immersion, and I do feel like these newer players are massively going to enjoy it. It's a great time to be a Starfield player, whether you're a new player, whether you're a returning player, whether you've always played the game. It's a great and exciting time. I feel like the game is going to absolutely explode in 2026. I mean, Bethesda dropping the PS5 update, Terra Namada dropping the Free Lanes update, all in the same day. It's absolutely massive. It's going to be a crazy big day for Starfield. I will be streaming it on day one over on Xbox, and I can't wait to go straight into it. I'm very excited. I do have a massive character. I think I'm like level 93 or something. There's a lot of content there, and I do believe the PS5 player base is what's going to bring this game higher than where it needs to be and where it deserves to be. I've always seen Starfield as a game that has a lot of potential, and I really do feel that it's going to get to a point where it's time, where it's going to start reaching its potential, and it slowly is already. And it's a massive game. You know, this game is a marathon, not a sprint. You know, it's a very long marathon, this game, just because of the scale of it. There's just way too much space for content in this, and it's a massive platform. I do believe that Free Lanes might be a bigger and better update, and it might help the game better than the Terra Namada DLC will, just because it is a massive quality of life update, you see. And going forward for the game, I do feel that's what's going to help Starfield the most. But I am very excited to see where Starfield goes in 2026, and just how much this catapults the game. And then Bethesda, they are inspired, but it will inspire them to just push more, create more content for this game, appreciate the creations more. It's great that they're getting the fan base involved with the creations, and they're actually appreciating them, making them achievement friendly, integrating them into the game perfectly. These are the things we need, especially for a game such as Starfield, which is one of the biggest games Bethesda have ever made. When I say that, I mean in terms of scope, in terms of size of the actual game, the map itself, biggest map they've ever made, biggest playground they've ever made. I mean, it's bigger than Skyrim, bigger than Fallout map wise. It's very exciting. I mean, the potential is there with the game. I think everybody knows. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments in terms of where you think Starfield is headed in 2026 and in the future. It's very hard for me to see this game going down starting from now. It's very, very hard to see this game going down. I do believe it's going to receive a lot of love when it drops on PlayStation. People will hate, just like they hate on absolutely anything, but the game will receive a ton of love. You can already see it's passed over 1 million pre-orders on PlayStation 5, which is absolutely massive for a quote-unquote game that's dead. I'm very excited, but I will be streaming it on the first day of the PS5 drop, the new DLC, the free lane. It's going to be absolutely massive. Make sure you pop over to the Twitch support. I will be posting my playthrough also on YouTube of the new DLC and the new update. So I'm very, very excited for all of that. I'm just very excited to be a Starfield fan at this point in time, whereas I always stuck with the game. But yeah, once again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks so much for watching this video, and be sure to subscribe if you enjoy Bethesda games and Starfield game, and catch you in the next one. Have a good one.